Well, there's a lot that they need to do, but with that being said, only 13 teams have overcome an NBA playoff series deficit of 3-1. They're looking to win Game 5 tonight, as they will hope to extend that series and become only the 14th team to extend the series and go on to win a 3-1 deficit. After falling to the Houston Texans in the last game of the preseason, the Detroit Lions now have some tough decisions to make, as they have less than 72 hours to cut their roster down to 53 players. Just over an hour ago, Mackey Arena was rocking, but it was Michigan State who went up 8 with only a few minutes left to play. The Boilermakers would storm all the way back, but with the game on the line, like you guys just saw, Michigan State stood tall, and for the first time since February of 2014, Michigan State came to West Lafayette to face Purdue, and they're leaving with a win. For the Wolverines, a loss to Ohio State always hurts, and Michigan head coach Sharon Moore said the story of the game for the Wolverines was about not executing, especially in the red zone. But he says he feels so much pain for his players in this loss, especially his seniors. It's officially race weekend here at Michigan International Speedway, and while many may look at Michigan as just your average intermediate track, many drivers who I've spoken with say that Michigan is the fastest track in all of NASCAR. Change is inevitable, and in 1963 here at Jennison Fieldhouse on the campus of Michigan State, for the first time in the NCAA men's basketball tournament, 4 black players started a game part of Loyola of Chicago. We're now joined by Steve, head coach of Williamson High School football. Steve, talk a little bit about this offense averaging 42 points a game this season. What has led to you guys getting out to a hot start?
Well, one thing is we have seniors, and we got speed. So we got big guys on the edge that can run. We got a great running back, quarterback, and a lot of slots. So a lot of seniors that have played before, played a lot of 7-on-7, had success.
11,627 people were in attendance today at the Chrysler Center, the largest Michigan home crowd for women's basketball this season. And they had a front row seat to see Michigan dominate Michigan State, as well as the Wolverines sweeping the regular season series.
They jumped on us right away. We weren't able to get stops, and then we kind of settled in and really got stops for the rest of the game. Our second quarter defense was outstanding, but I thought our defense and the way we forced turnovers all game was really exceptional.
So we've been in so many different situations that we have the confidence to know we've been here before and we're prepared for this. So when other teams go on runs, when we have scoring droughts or they score a lot, like, we don't feel as stressed as we probably would last year, and that's a big aspect of growth and experience.
Michigan State had 24 turnovers in today's game, something the Spartans say cannot happen moving forward.
I mean, we had way too many turnovers in the second quarter. That killed us. We had a good start, which is what we put emphasis on, but I mean, you can't have, I think we might have had like 10 turnovers in a row at one point. Like, that was terrible.
It was wild. It was like we were dropping the ball, passed ahead. I mean, it was a lot of self-inflicted, just playing a little bit sped up, which we hadn't early. So, and then kind of that got us just out of rhythm, out of sorts. I mean, you can't turn the ball over that much and be effective.
In the second half, Spartan guard Rashunda Jones went down with an apparent ankle injury and had to be carried off of the floor. A little later, Spartan forward Julianne Woodard went down as well and had blood coming across her face. She had to be taken off the floor in a wheelchair. Head coach Robin Freilich says they'll know more on both after further evaluations. For now, here at the Chrysler Center in Ann Arbor, I'm DeSherion McBroom, 6 Sports. A win on opening day will always put a smile on Tigers' faces, but it was the work of Jack Flaherty out on the mound, who went 5 2/3 innings, only allowing 1 earned run and 7 strikeouts, that really got the ball rolling. But at the plate, it was Kerry Carpenter who provided that spark that the Tigers needed. And both of them said post-game that this is the type of win that provides excitement and joy to the state of Michigan.
It was great. These guys, they showed up. It was awesome. Gave, some goosebumps and everything with pregame intros and everybody getting introduced. It was great to be back and be back on this side.
I think our guys are very comfortable playing, and competing and doing what we've asked of them. They buy in. They're willing to do anything, and that goes on both sides of the ball. This is a real team. And we through and through. And so I love this team for a lot of reasons, and I just listed off a few of them. So whatever that means to what our team feels like, I know what we are.
I mean, every opening day we've had here has been pretty special, but there's something to be said for coming off of a kind of a crazy playoff run last year, and so it's been cool to see the city get really excited for Tigers baseball coming back.
And with the big win on opening day, the Tigers are hoping to get their first series sweep of the season with 2 games left against the White Sox. Carpenter said afterwards that he is hopeful that this win will help propel them to the type of team they want to be moving forward. At Comerica Park in Detroit, I'm DeSherion McBroom, 6 Sports. Well, after 21 seasons in the major leagues, which includes 2 World Series championships, an MVP award, and 3 Cy Young awards, 43-year-old Justin Verlander announced on social media that he will retire at the end of this season. Verlander will make his 10th All-Star appearance next week after MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred named Verlander the Legends pick for the All-Star game earlier today. Verlander spent his first 12.5 seasons with Detroit and signed a 1-year, $11 million deal before the start of this season to return to the Tigers. In a statement released on social media, Verlander said, quote, "It's fitting that I get to finish where it all started, with the Detroit Tigers, the organization that drafted me and gave me my first opportunity." Verlander is currently on the injured list. His last start was on March 30th against the Diamondbacks. Staying with Detroit, Tarek Skubal, who was on the mound on Tuesday, went 5 innings and only allowed 1 earned run as the Tigers defeated the Athletics 6-2. Colt Keefe started the day with a 2-run homer to right center, followed up by Ben Malgeri, Matt Verling, and All-Star Kevin McGonigal, all bringing home runs as well. The Tigers are hoping to keep the momentum going as Detroit has now won 6 of its last 7 thanks to good pitching and an offense that is averaging just under 6 runs per game over the last 7.
2 runs in the first inning is huge. You know, Colt put a really good swing on that ball, and they kept, adding on and kind of put this game away. It was close 2-1 for a while, and then, you put the game away and, give us a 5-run lead that ends up, winning a 6-2 ball game. So.
Yeah, it's huge. To see all the work all these guys put in, and for it to pay off is really, really big. And that's the one thing about this team is, every day we go out with the same work ethic and try to get better each and every day, and it's starting to pay off.
Now to the basketball court. A rising senior at Albion College has earned an opportunity to go play in Brazil alongside some of the other top players in Division III. Megan Truella was the MIAA Player of the Year this season after averaging 20 points per game. She became the first player in program history to earn first-team All-Region honors, and the opportunity to join this tour was offered to her as a result of that honor. She's one of 16 players on 2 U.S. teams who will play in Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo against Brazilian competition next month. She'll also get to take part in some local outreach initiatives and do some sightseeing. Truella says she's excited to tour the famous Christ the Redeemer statue and is eager to get to know her teammates.
I'm actually really excited to meet new girls from around the country and all coming from the same division, but also I'm playing with 2 girls from the University of Chicago, so we played against them this year, and playing with them now is going to be a cool experience because they played really good against our team this year, so being able to play with them I'm going to learn a lot. And then playing against Brazil, I'm not sure how they will be, but I'm excited about that too.
And congratulations to Truella. That's a big honor. That's going to be all for sports. We'll have a final look at the forecast after the break. But before we go, a reminder, the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series continues Saturday in Atlanta. You can watch the race on the CW at 6:30. We'll be right back.